Hello students and namaste everyone. I am Dhaval sir and our today's topic is from your standard 10th supplementary reader chapter number 5, that is footprints without feet, and the writer of this chapter is H.G. Wells. Okay, so this story is about a scientist named Griffin. He had been discovering many ways through which he could make a man invisible, and finally, after carrying out many experiments, he discovered some rare drugs which he swallowed and he made himself invisible. Right? Though he had become invisible, but he could be touched and felt physically. Okay, so in this chapter, we'll find out or we'll study that how he uses his powers, right, for himself in a positive way or in a negative way. Okay, so one day he was out moving about, and he was first noticed by two boys who were sitting on a staircase of a house where they could see the footprints, but they could not see any person over there. So they found it strange and they started following it. Okay, they followed the footprints until it became fainter and fainter. Right. So for this purpose, Griffin had actually carried out many experiments, right? And though he was a brilliant scientist, but rather he was a lawless person. That means he never believed in following the laws. He always kept on breaking the laws. Okay, and he was not a very rich person, so he lived on a rent, right? So the tenant always, he was a tenant, and his landlord, Griffin, as he lived on a rent, he was that person is known as tenant. So he was a tenant, and he disliked his landlord very much. Now, what was the reason of Griffin disliking his landlord? The main reason was that his landlord always tried to remove him from his home. Okay, so that was the reason Griffin disliked his landlord very much, and once, when he became invisible, he tried to take revenge by setting fire to his house. And after setting the fire, he removes his clothes and becomes naked so that he is not visible to any person over there. Right? That is the reason why he removes his clothes, because he doesn't want anyone to find out who has set fire to the house of the landlord. Okay, uh, and at the time uh, when he sets fire, after that he moves away from the house, but that time was the time of a midwinter, right? And it was the extremely bad time, because in foreign countries at some places there is so much cold that it becomes unbearable for a person to uh, withstand that. And as Griffin, to become invisible, he had removed his clothes, right? So he had become a homeless wanderer without clothes, without money, and everything, right? So he was wondering about, he was moving around in the street, right? And he needed some place for protecting his body from the extreme cold, and therefore one day he decided to uh, go to a mall, right? So he reached a mall actually, right? And over there, uh, he first of all reached there, and that was the time when the mall was about to get closed. So he reached over there and the mall got closed, or a departmental store we can say, right? And as it got shut down, the shutters were down, he decided to wear some clothes and eat something. Right. So first of all, he unboxes a few clothes and wears them. Then, from the kitchen of a restaurant, he eats cold meat and some coffee, and later he goes to the grocery store and eats sweets and drinks wine, right? So he had eaten so much that he falls asleep on a pile of a quilt means razai, right? So he falls asleep, and he then wakes up in the morning next day, when some of the store assistants had come in the store, and they had already seen him, and therefore uh, when he opened his eyes, already the store assistants were in front of him, and he got scared and he started running, and even the store assistants, they started chasing him, right? So he quickly threw off all his clothes uh, he was wearing, to become invisible again, right? And then he again started roaming without any clothes in the cold winters of the London. Okay, so this is it. Then again he decides to steal some clothes because he wanted some warmth. He could not survive in the extreme cold of the London without clothes. So again he decides to steal clothes, right, from a theater company. Okay, so he visits one of the theater company. From there he gets for himself some clothes, and he also gets false nose, right? Then bandages to cover his face. You might have seen the movie Mummy. In that also bandages are there. In the same way, this fellow also ties bandages over his face and hands and everywhere, right? And then he also wears dark glasses, and he gets a hat for himself to cover his head. Okay, then uh, he hits the shopkeeper, right? The place where he had stolen all these clothes, he then hits the storekeeper very cruelly and steals away all his money, right? And soon this fellow, that is Griffin, realizes that London is too crowded to live like this, and therefore he decided that he would go to a remote village. Remote village means a place which is extremely far away and where very few people live, right? So he books two rooms at an inn, and the place where he had gone, the name of the village was Iping. Okay, so he reaches over there, and at that place it was very strange for the people of Iping, right? uh, because he had such a weird appearance, and he had come to stay at an inn during winter season. Usually in London and places like that where there is extreme cold, people don't go out, right, for any kind of purpose, for moving out, or usually the people don't go out and stay in the inns because it is extremely cold, so they prefer to live in their own homes. Okay, so it was a very weird thing for these people, right? And the lady over there, who was the owner of the inn, she found this person very irritating and very different. But as Griffin had given the money in advance to her, she ignored all these things, right, and made him stay at their place. And they looked at Griffin in a strange way, at which Griffin said that he had an accident because of which he had to cover all his face and everything with the bandages. So, as we know that he had actually stolen away the money, which could not last for a longer period of time, and he was again without money, right? So again he decided to steal money, right? And next to their inn, next to the place where he was living, there was a clergyman. Right, clergyman means a person who does prayer and everything at the church. So one day he visits their home and he takes away the money from the drawer, right? And when the clergyman tries to find out who is there, they could not find. Clergyman and his wife could not find out who it was, right? And at the same time, uh, the griffin's door was open where he lived. So the landlord, they decided to find out what Griffin did, because usually the door remained closed, and Griffin had informed them that he wanted to live a peaceful and isolated life. That means he had told the landlord that he doesn't want any kind of disturbance, and if anyone tried to disturb him or find out what he used to do, he used to got very furious. Furious means violent, right? He was very ill tempered, that means very short tempered. Okay, so this landlord, they found that Griffin's door was open, and they tried to sneak in, and as Griffin was already in, the Griffin tried to hit the landlord and his wife, right, when they were trying to check his room in his absence, right? They felt that there is no one inside the room, but actually Griffin was inside there, and he tried to hit them with his furniture. Okay, and then the village constable was called for, and called for his help, right? But before that, Mrs. Hall, who was the landlord of the inn, the wife of the landlord, asked him questions regarding who he is, and uh, what did he do to his furniture, right? So this makes the Griffin very furious, and he decides to show her who he really was, right? So at that time, the people over there could see a headless man, right? And Mr. Jeffers, who was the constable who had come over there to catch the scientist, found out that the person whom he had to arrest was a man who does not have a head. Okay, because he had removed his bandages and everything, and therefore uh, we can see here, I'll show you the picture, that he was a person without head. Okay, and they were unable to catch Griffin, as he had removed all his clothes and become invisible. When the constable tried to catch hold of him, uh, he got blows from nowhere, and he became unconscious, and Griffin was able to escape from that place successfully. So this is all about the story, The Footprints Without Feet, and we'll end our lecture over here. And I thank you everyone for watching my video.